How to choose the best asset to trade and take your profit. Hi, my name is Camila, and I know that one of the most popular questions is about how to choose asset to take a lot of profit and make successful deals. So today we're gonna talk about that. So we're gonna use the news for choosing the asset. As you can see here, you have some assets, some currency pairs that you can use for your trading, and let's choose and select all of them. So first one is the euro and the dollar. So yes, let's find this one. So this is gonna be the first one. Then we're gonna use the British pound and the dollar. Let's find this one too. Then the dollar and the yen. Also select and highlight this one, the dollar again, dollar and the Canadian dollar, and highlighting for ourselves to have the choosing opportunity for ourselves, so we can have this so we can find the best one from here. So, and the last one's gonna be this. So the main thing in choosing the asset for the beginners is that we don't use the OTC asset, because the usual assets that controlled by market don't have the OTC sign. Also, you can see that somewhere we don't have a big percent of payout. That is okay, and I'm gonna explain you why. When you have the biggest percent of payout, that means that this market probably gonna be unstable and there's more risky situation and more risky trades for you. So for the experienced traders, of course you can and you should use the biggest payout to take your profit. But if you're not very sure in yourself and in your knowledges, I suggest for you to choose the asset with a payout that is lower but more understandable for you, and making 2-3 profitable deals gonna cover up the trades with the biggest payout, but you have less risky situation on the market. Okay guys, so let's start. We chose this asset very understandable for working with higher position. Let's put the -1.5 and $300 for our assets. So what we can see, firstly we can see the stable movement for the higher positions right here. As you can see, we moving for the higher already more than an hour, and that is looking very nicely here. Yes, was a little compensating step, but I still think that we're gonna push the price higher here. Also, we can see that candles are pretty stably working in their area, so we don't have a short candles, we don't have a long tails, we have very understandable candles. Also here we can see support zones that telling us that the price probably gonna go higher because it's already been pushed. And also we can see that we're working with the curves a little bit, so we have a little compensating movement, but that is not a problem for us because we understand this asset. We have everything in the right position. We had our analysis and we already in a safe kind of zone right here. Yes, we're understanding that we can have some compensating movement, but that not problem for us. Also, we can see that very good working with the support and resistance zone, that is giving us more confidence that our support zone gonna win. And guys, we have the first profit with the choosing the right asset, and I think that is just amazing. Let's close up and move to the second one. Okay guys, so we had our first profit, and let's continue on the second asset. I'm gonna push the price higher. Let's see what's happening. First of all, we can see a long time movement for the higher position with a little still a little compensating movement, but still we don't have any extreme situation, not a maximum minimum. Very stable, working step by step, higher and higher, pushing the price. And also very good reactions for the tails. For example, here had a tail, movement went higher. Very good working situation with resistance and support zone. For example, here had the resistance zone, push the price downward. Here having the support zone, I think, and things that gonna push the price higher by this support zone, I'm sure. Also, let's see, kind of compensating movement is happening right now. Yeah, we have something like this, but I think that it's kind of okay for the market that worked for such a long time with that stable area. And even if we want to win here, that I can see that we don't have a lot of time, but as you can see, just 1 second changes all. We can win or lose in 1 second, guys, and we have the profit. I think that is just amazing. I was a little nervous. I was already used the martingale strategy because I was sure that the price gonna go higher all in all, but I don't even needed that, because when you understand the asset and you have the technical analysis, you can do whatever you want. Pushing the price downwards here, what we can see is the price is working very stably for the lowering position, even that we have the compensating movement. Also, we can see that we had some extreme zone right here, so that we had a maximum situation right here, and also we kind of have the stable zone, but for very short time, so we can't even tell that it was a stable zone. Also, we can see that we had very good zone of support, and now I think we're going for the resistance zone right here. As you can see for yourself, we pushing the resistance zone for sure right here, and let's put it by red. And yes, we're pushing the price downwards right here. We have the resistance zone, and if we're gonna look to the market, we have a very good reactions for the support and resistance zones, so I think that's gonna be a good reaction anyway. That's a question of the time, how fastly it's gonna do its work. But if this deal is unprofitable, we're just gonna use the martingale strategy and continue our trading situation. So we putting again for the lowering position, we putting the martingale strategy. I'm not stressed at all, because we understanding the market is just few seconds, sometimes decides, and sometimes that is very important. So just continuing the lowering position here, just continue for working for the lowering prices. We still have a full minute to the price working for our profit, and I think that is just wonderful. Let's see, 5 4 3 2 1, the candle is closed. We still have a minute of working. Price is stably going downwards. I'm a little bit concerned with that the volume of the candles is short, but let's see that the market gonna show us in this position. 30 seconds till the candle till our deal gonna close up, and let's see, not very stable movement, very interesting decisions of the market, compensating a little bit and still moving for the lowering position on the market, still under the influence of resistance zone. If we're gonna catch this moment, I think it's gonna be amazing, but gonna we catch this moment or not? And guys, we caught it and we have our profit, and I think that is just amazing that we covered up our loss and we had the profit. That is just wonderful. Okay guys, so let's continue. As we already decided that the asset was before is not very comfortable for us, because we already not very in understanding movement. So let's continue with the next asset. As we can see here, not very understandable one situation, but still have a movement for the higher position, still have the stable area. That is very nice sign for us, and still working with the curves. Yes, we had some extreme situation right here that we had the maximum and the minimum right here, but I think that is not a problem for us. So let's continue and see what we have in mind of this asset. Very stably working with the candles, but now is very dangerous situation for ourselves. We have the candles that telling us that market downwards is not very comfortable for us, but still not very confident in the moves market. That is very interesting. So let's just wait a little bit and we're gonna see our result, because we still have 15 seconds to decide, and the market shows us some very interesting situation, but it can tell for ourselves. The higher percent of the payout, the higher risks, and that you're gonna take it. And guys, we have the profit from the asset again. So I think that is just amazing opportunity to choose the assets that's gonna give you a lot of profit. Let's remind for ourselves that very important to look to the percent of payout to understand if I want to risk or I want to stable. Also to understand the market and to look through the news, and it's gonna give you the assets that you understand, that's gonna give you the profit that you want. Also, if you want to grow your capital with me, don't forget about my absolutely free Telegram channel, where I give absolutely free signals for you so you can trade with me online. Also, don't forget to follow my YouTube channel so you won't lose my interesting and useful video. Bye bye!